Now I understood why they say mahirap maging OFW. Hi everyone, this is Odyssey. As requested, today's video is about things we don't talk as OFW or overseas Filipino workers, but I think we should. This is to understand or to bridge the gap why most people say mahirap maging OFW. The main intention of this video is to help other people to see working as an OFW in a different light and to give them a lens or perspective. How is it working as an overseas Filipino workers? It is true though na iba-iba yung story natin, yung journey, your experience. Yung iba, mas okay yung trabaho kaysa iba. Yung iba, nakapagbakasyon. Yung iba, halos wala ng day off. And it's common to hear stories na mahirap. Some suffer sa lungkot, sa problema, and sadly, they keep it to themselves. So here are, I guess, top 3 na halos naman siguro karamihan sa OFW na ka-experience. Still, let me know in the comments if may madadagdag pa po kayo na pwede nating pag-usapan. Okay. Homesick? Well, even though nakasettle ka na abroad, no, there are times really na may miss mo umuwi, may miss mo yung culture natin, may miss mo lang yung presensya ng Pilipinas. You would also start to think, balik na lang ba ako sa Pilipinas? Bakit kaya hindi ako kinukumusta ni na mama? Kumusta na kaya yung mga kaibigan ko? Ay, solo-solo na naman ako. And there's nothing wrong being sad. There's nothing wrong missing home. In fact, you have to acknowledge those emotions and not let that sadness bottle you up. So tell your friends, tell your family, write it down in a journal. This is one of those things that you have to learn how to cope up being homesick when you're alone, when you're living somewhere na wala kang kakilala, na kaunti pa lang yung Filipino community. How would you help yourself when you're miles away from home? That's the reality of adulting and working abroad at the same time. Okay, naku, madami magre-react ata dito. The pressure of sending money to your family back home and feeling guilty. Kaway-kaway sa mga breadwinner po dyan. Now, not every Filipinos naman working abroad has the same responsibility when it comes to supporting our family financially. I have also been on that phase na I wanted to do lots of things, no? Buy this or that to pay off my hard work, try new experiences, travel, and it's hard na maibudget mo lahat yun, especially if ikaw din yung nagsusupport sa family mo at home. Nawala ng trabaho yung kapatid mo, may sakit yung lola mo, nagpapaaral ka, lalambing pa ng ganito yung mama at papa mo. Hindi lang pala ikaw, girl, yung naghihintay ng atrenta. And that's part of the culture as a breadwinner in the Philippines. And sadly, it can also cause stress sa'yo to someone working. And if you also don't communicate na nahihirapan ka, it may also cause an issue sa family mo. It's hard to hear sentiments sometimes like, mag-message na lang sila pag naghihingi or hindi ko man lang ma-treat yung sarili ko, lahat kailangan ko ipadala. But these stories, no matter how sad it is, mas malungkot pa for some OFWs, hindi din nila nasasabi sa pamilya nila kasi baka magtampo, baka magalit, baka sabihin nakalimutan ko na sila. So, eto for example, nakakalungkot nung may nag-share nito sa akin. Kulang yung napadala niya and someone in his family said, gala ka kasi ng gala. It's also normal to feel na mag-guilty ka, especially for those na nag-work sa Manila. Halimbawa, Makati, BGC, tapos uwi ka sa Cavite, sa Rizal, o kaya sa Bulacan. I don't think na hindi mo naranasan na nakatayo ka ng 2 to 3 hours sa bus o kaya mag-aangkas ka habang nakain mo na, girl, yung buong alikabok sa EDSA. Dati pa, in my earlier working years, no? Gosh, sobrang puno ng bus. So, tapos, nakatayo ako dun, girl, sa pinakaunahan, sa my driver. Girl, kung may CCTV, siguro may passport photo na ako. And comparing it to your life abroad, especially for a country, halimbawa na maayos yung transportation system, magigilty ka kasi alam mo yung hirap tapos ngayon convenient ka na nakaupo sa bus o kaya sa train. So because of that guilt, you would try to compensate it by sending money, by helping them in every way you can, to the point sometimes, hindi naman sa lahat ng pagkakataon, na you're already sacrificing some of the things na you want to do as well in your personal life. You'd be on that edge na na-stress ka, nadidepress ka kasi you're going off balance na. That made me understand why they say na mahirap maging OFW kasi not just someone adjusting sa new culture, sa bagong buhay, some are also burdened na magpadala sa naiwan nilang pamilya sa Pilipinas. And those are conversations na mapapabuntong hininga ka na lang. But it also boils down na we have to communicate our side. What's expected from us, what's the help din na we need from our family. So yung support, rather than being a burden or obligation, would be much lighter on both sides. I used to be stressed. In my personal experience, I used to be stressed of these things until I also learned to make them understand my perspective in a kalmado way. So especially nung bago ako dito, one of those difficult conversation I also had to tell my mom. Kako, it made me feel na hindi ako mabuting anak if hindi ko nabibigay yung mga request nyo. And slowly, we started communicating more about financial matters. And now, it's more like tulungan, hindi lang responsibilidad ng isa. And I am proud how we're able to overcome that. I'm telling you this to give you that support to talk to your family when it comes to financial matters then. Make them understand some of your financial goals you want personally and some as well on a family level. How hard our work is. Now, when you're working in a medical field, there are lots of stories na we don't wish to narrate just because it's also hard to put them into words. For example, the feeling of being helpless when a patient passes away on your shift, the progressive symptoms of dementia of a grandma you care about, nakikita mo na siya in person, hindi lang yung text sa book na nababasa mo, theory. The demanding patients sometimes, bakit hindi mo sila girl binigyan ng apple at orange juice? For others na nagkakayo din abroad, no? Some even have 3 to 4 jobs. And I was talking to one of Filipina when we were in Italy. She was one of the staffs dun sa hotel na tinuluyan namin, no? Kako, ilang araw yung day off mo? So, sabi niya, minsan isang araw lang daw and minsan wala. Sabi ko, okay ka lang ba na wala ka ng day off? And she responded, Ma'am, masasanay ka na lang eh. Pero I admired her kasi she had been living in Italy for 5 to 6 years na, I guess. And next year, madadala niya na yung anak and asawa niya sa Italy. Those are sacrifices sometimes na we don't talk about, but I hope we do. Kasi hindi naman birong wala kang day off sa isang linggo, So sometimes you'd see in Facebook, for example, or in social media, no, when an OFW post na, wow, ang ganda ng mga napupuntahan, but no one really talked about yung struggle, ano yung hirap na ginawa nila for him or her to be on that place. I only wish na we'd be more open sa mga ganitong conversation more than the usual comments na, ang laki ng sahod niya, na OFW yan eh, or naku, laki na siguro ng naipon mo. Ask them how is their journey. I'm sure you'd start hearing those conversations or stories na hindi mo akalain nagawa pala nila. So those are top 3 based on my observation in my personal life and also hearing some stories from other Filipinos then. I hope this shed of some light, no, to some struggles that Filipinos working abroad don't normally share out loud. If meron pa po kayong idadagdag, feel free to write it down on the comment section para pwede pa nating mapag-usapan. So thank you so much for your time today. This has been Odyssey and I'll see you guys in the next. Cheers! Ciao!
Meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it